Hey guys, me and Mr. Wright been gone for about a week now because I lost my phone and I also broke it. But this is what we've been up to. We've brought two more green stalks. Well, I got two more green stalks for Mother's Day. We didn't buy them. My son brought them. But this one I filled up with flowers, and then some of those pockets that look empty, I'm going to try to grow some bush beans in them. So we also started a new project right here. I guess we'll finish up tomorrow, but this is where I think we're going to plant some. They're called ground cherries. I planted them a few months ago. I've never grown them before, but James Prigioni, and I'll tag him in. He has convinced. He made me a believer. So I started them. I didn't think they were going to grow, but they finally did. So this side of the house is the sun is very bright here, so it needs full sun, I guess. And then I have more space here, like across from here to here. So I may put a trellis there too. Trellis something else here, because got to make good use of the space. Okay, and here's that other green stalk that I got for Mother's Day. So you see I put flowers in there, and then the empty pockets I also pushed in Henderson's bush lima beans, because Mr. Ray and I we both love those. And I just received a tree, this is a variegated lemon tree from the Stark Brothers. I got this for Valentine's Day, and it just got here. Mr. Ray got this. This is one of the trees he got me for Valentine's Day. So we went and got two pots because I have one more coming, which is called a Meyer lemon. So we're going to put both of the lemon trees in these yellow pots. And this is some chicken wire. Got a project for this tomorrow. So everything seems to be doing well back here. It is kind of cold today, but I guess this is broccoli and Brussels sprouts and cabbage. I think that's what I put in here. I did not label them. I was just trying to go by the identification of the leaves and the growth habits. But I've never grown these brassicas in a green stalk before, so it's a learning curve for me too. So over here, you see that mint, both types of mint. They're loving this cool weather. These collard greens down here. Now, this collard green is definitely being eaten by something. Oh, there he is. This is our cabbage looper. You see it? This worm here. So I'm just gonna pick him off. And look at this damage. He done all of this damage in one day. Oh, no, not by himself. Here's another one. Let's see. More. So you guys, this is what happens when you get tons of rain. You get a lot of these little bugs like this, and they would decimate your plants in one day. I did see that cabbage moth flying around out here. And I guess she was busy, but oh, here's another one. So she had time to lay plenty of eggs back here. Here's another one. Let's see. And most of the time, here's another one. This is where I find them, on the back of the leaves. Here are two more. Look at that. One more here. So if I had not come out here tonight, all of these leaves probably would have been probably like a skeleton tomorrow morning on this whole plant. Here's another one. Let me check because they like the leaves, the soft leaves. I guess they're easier to eat. So they were eating on this one, but it doesn't look like they touched this one. So, oh yeah. Here's one here. I got it. See if I have any more. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this, but if I don't, I imagine I'll have a problem. So this is one of our potato plants. It looks like it's coming to the end of its life also, but I think I only put one potato in there. I think it was an experiment from a store-bought potato. So I'm curious to see what we get down in there. And this is our mandarin orange tree, and it has a little bit of yellowing on it. I'm not sure why, but I will address this tomorrow. And everything else down here looks good. I got those cabbage loopers, and you see these are the collard greens that Mr. Right Now have been eating. And I don't see any insect pressure on these, but he just told me, he just informed me that he's going to cook these tomorrow. He's going to do another harvest tomorrow. He's going to harvest these and some of those down there before, so that they'll have a chance to grow back. I might put them under cover too. Okay, so this is our cabbage. And pretty soon it might be too late to expect a head from these. And we decided that if we didn't get any heads before it gets too late, that we're going to go ahead and harvest them and maybe stir fry them or something. And then we'll put some summer things in here. And then we'll start over at the end of June or beginning of July. So we have 2 more collard green plants right here, right up front. Mr. Wright is just informed me that he's going to cook these also. And mainly because you see this stalk. This stalk is starting to grow very tall. This weather has been crazy. So I think he wants to catch this one before it bolts. Because usually when it does this, when you have this growth and it grows tall like that, that means it's about to start growing flowers. I don't know that it will, but it might. So our this is our navel orange tree. It looks pretty good. It's nice and green. No flowers yet, but I don't really care about the flowering yet. As long as it's green and it's growing, we're good. And this was that potato that was chopped off that we thought about digging up, but we didn't. And look at all the beautiful new growth it has already. And this is one of our bean towers, and as you can see, we're starting to get string beans. But yeah, they're string bush beans. So we have some green ones here, a cluster of green ones there. Let's see, we have clusters of purple ones coming on. So probably in a couple of days we'll be picking these off to eat too. We're gonna eat them or can them or something, but soon. There's a lot of them. There's the 2 newly planted Roma tomatoes, and they're up. And we have 2 vining. I don't remember what they are, but I know they get big. So they're going to come on up this trellis. And I'm looking at our potatoes. Our potatoes are starting to get blight. The potato plants, yeah, they're starting to get blight on them. So I guess we'll dig down in there and see what's going on to make a decision. Because I think you said we planted these in February, right? Yeah. So we planted these in February, and these were an experiment from store-bought potatoes. And it was potatoes that I cut up. And I just wanted to see if they would actually grow. Now, we'll find out. But I am going to do another planting when these are done. And these 2 also. But these 2 plants were planted with seed potatoes. And what I don't want to happen, I don't want these potatoes over here to infect these. So they might be coming out soon, because you see have a little blight down there also. This was our tomato plant that was cut off over there on the trellis, and you see I took the sucker off of it and I planted it, and you see it has roots on it. So I may plant this tomato tomorrow. It's supposed to go down into the 40s tonight, so I'm definitely not going to do it tonight. I don't want it to die. These 2 tomatoes plants are doing very well here. We have more tomatoes here, and let's see, we have any down here? Yeah, we have a cluster down here also. So these are the plants that we've been eating off of. And you see we have loads of flowers all over. I was trying to decide if I'm going to pull the suckers off of these, and I really don't want to. So I'm just going to see how tall they're going to get, and then I'll make a decision. These are the two potato plants where we just put one seed potato in these big bags, and basically we wanted to see how big the potatoes will get with that much space. So we'll see. And this one is broken, I see. So I don't want it to do is to weigh the other two down. So I'm going to take this one out, the one that's broken. I'm going to go ahead and take it off. So, and it's fairly healthy too. So I don't know why it broke, but it did. And I do see like the soil in here starting to puff up a little bit. So that's telling me that there are potatoes, possibility of potatoes down there, but especially in those two boxes. You say hurry up, right? And this one never grew any potatoes in it, but I did stick a sweet potato plant down in there just for experiment, and I pulled it off of this sweet potato here. I'm going to do that again with some more. I'm not going to let it grow vines or big or anything else. I just want to see what's going to happen. And this can basically stay in here until, probably can stay down here until October. So we'll see. So I have more potatoes here that are starting to die back, but I'm going to leave them down here as long as I can. You see down here in the bottom, they're starting to yellow. Now I don't know if they're yellowing because they're laying over or if they're truly ready. But I do notice that this box, it does look a little puffy to me. Let me see. Do I see? Now I do see, look, potato it will likely be growing here. So we probably have loads of them down in the bottom. So I'm going to cover that back up. I'm going to just leave both of them until they die. And let's see. We have a cabbage here. It look like it might be starting to head. This is a purple cabbage. And we have this broccoli here that was moved over here. I'm going to take these leaves off because the leaf miner isn't eating on these leaves, and I don't want them to move to the other one. So I'll take this off. So this was a broccoli that we put here. This was another broccoli that we put here that we moved from over there. And then these are some tomato plants. I think they're evil olive that I just put in here because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. And they look pretty good also. So, let's see. The things in this green stalk looks pretty good too. Look at those little mini bush tomato plants. They look good. This broccoli, this is a broccoli that we transplanted. I don't know how much long it's going to be able to stay in here. I don't know, like the weather, but the weather has been nuts. Look at this purple rain tomato. I started from seed. It's beautiful. I put another one somewhere else and I don't know where. These pepper plants look good. Everything. So I did put some, what's that? Yellow watermelon seeds in here, and they're starting to germinate even though it's been kind of cool out here. And then our tomato plants, they look good. So everything must not mind the cooler weather and all the rain. There's a cantaloupe and watermelon. No, that's cantaloupe. In these cups right here, I planted watermelon seeds, bush watermelon seeds. And they're beginning to germinate also. And these cucumbers also. These two are bush cucumbers, and those are vining. And our pepper plant. Now, I think this is bell pepper. I think the other one that I was talking about a few days ago. I believe that's jalapeno. So these watermelons have not germinated yet in the cup, but the ones in this pot has. So there are two right there, and I really don't mind if they all don't pop out at the same time. And our sweet potato vines are doing okay, even though it's kind of cool. It's supposed to go into the 40s tonight. I'm not going to cover them. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to hope for the best. And tomorrow, Mr. Wright and I will come out here and trellis our beans because they really want to be held up. Let's see. That's why I have that chicken wire over there. So we'll get to that tomorrow. And all of our potatoes over here looking pretty good. They probably could take another healing, and our peas are starting to grow up the vine. You see that? They've grown a lot since then. And our bush beans, we planted more here. They almost caught up with the ones we planted months ago. And those two eggplant, that bush, I think that's a bush tomato. And then here is our cucumber vine. And let's see if I can hook this on something. Because it's windy out here also, and I don't want it to break. I'm most surprised about are these, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 bush Roma tomato plants now. I thought they were completely dead because they were out here in that freezing weather when it went down into like the 20s. They looked awful, but they survived. And that's good. I may save the seeds from these. And we have a flower on one of our mini pumpkins. Look at this. It's a male flower, but nonetheless, we have a flower. And we have several potential flowers down there. And on this one also. And on this one also. Look at that. Here are 2 more tomato plants that I put in here that definitely need vining. Now, since they're doing so good in this bed over here, what I will probably do is take them out of here and put them on up here so they can go up this trellis with this Malabar spinach. And hopefully, you know, they'll live together happily. So I guess I will never plant garlic in the spring again. It's just not working out. This is our 1,000-head kale, and they really are big. I think so that leaf miners and other insects don't destroy them. I think we'll take a few of them off and cook them. So we'll take not many, a few from here and a few from this one. Look at this. This is awesome. And we'll cook them tomorrow, maybe mix them in with those collards. Huge. We don't even need, look at that. Wouldn't even need much. So these are the last things that I'm going to check on tonight. This is our bare root peach tree. I think it's Red Haven. Let's see. Yeah, Red Haven peach tree from the Stark Brothers. And we had a bare root Cortland apple from the Stark Brothers. It's beautiful, isn't it? We got some king of the bean, lima beans, about to climb this trellis. And also, this was supposed to be a bare root Gala apple tree from Home Depot. Now, it wasn't bare root. It came potted, and look at the difference between this one and the one from Stark Brothers. Now, I give Stark Brothers a hard time, but the product is worth it. So this is one of our grapevines, and I just want you to take a look at this. What I think this is. Let's see. Oh, here. Are these grapes? Let's see. Are these little grapes coming out on the end? Look at that. How cute is that? So I'm just gonna just leave it. I'll be back out tomorrow to continue to train it if it needs to be trained. And this is the other grapevine. This is Mr. Wright's baby. So he's been taking care of this grapevine and the other one, but he's particularly fond of this one. And he probably won't get any grapes on this one this year, but it's still nice. And tomorrow, I guess, I have this vining watermelon that I just knocked over, that I will plant out tomorrow. Now that watermelon is cold. It won't freeze, but it's cold. And I'm going to leave it out here so it can just stay hardened off. We'll find somewhere to put that in the ground. And we'll see. Maybe I'll put it in this bed right here. This bed is fairly empty. Maybe I'll dig a hole and put it down here. I think I'm done for tonight. We're looking at our bush beans here. Let's see. Oh yeah, these are starting to flower, so we may be getting bush beans in here. And then that cabbage that I planted down here, it's still here. Don't look very happy, but it's still down there. Let's see. How about this one? Same with this one. Starting to flower, but this cabbage in here looks better. You see that down there? So there may be two in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but we'll see. And so the pears here look nice. They're they're getting really nice, and they're still self pruning, so they're all over the yard again. So I'm not going to thin these out. I'm just going to let them grow on this tree, especially how they're growing. The same with this one. This one is also self pruning, and this one is loaded. But the pears here are not as big as the pears on the other one. And I think that's because the other one is able to photosynthesize more because of the location, and it's getting more sun. And the same with this one. So at the end of the season, I'm going to take the whole middle of this tree out and open up the whole middle so that the rest of the tree where we can reach can photosynthesize. And the reason I'm not doing it now is because the pears all the way at the top are large. They're large already. I know you can't see them, but when I cut the tree down from the middle, we're going to harvest those pears and then be done with it. So, if you guys have any comments or suggestions or any concerns, let us know, because we want to know. Have a good night.